Another thank you read. The Ching. Anybody can do these because unlike the tarot, it's not unlucky to do your own read. And it sometimes gives you advice for the day. So you need 3 coins of the same weight and size, so the same. Usually if you haven't got the Chinese coins, you can use 3 20 pences or whatever you've got. They suggest you use the hexagonal coins, but you don't have to. The head of the coin is usually counts as 2, the tail as 3. The Chinese write from the bottom to the top, and it's red from the top to the bottom. So you're generating a pattern. So we throw the first one and we get 2 3s and a 2, which is 8. Throw them 6 times. 2 3s and a 2, another 8. 3 2s is a 6. 3 3s is a 9. 2 2s and a 3 is 7. And the last one, 2 2s and a 3 is 7. So for odd numbers, you do a straight line, sorry. For even numbers, you do a broken line. And we get a 6 or a 9 as we have in this. In the middle, it's in the pattern. The 6 changes from a broken to a straight line, and the 9 from a straight to a broken line. So we've got 2 patterns now, because this is a changing situation. And then we look up in the I Ching book to see what the pattern is. So can you see the pattern I've wrote? There's 2 patterns now there. So we look it up in the I Ching, right at the back. The top pattern, the bottom pattern. 3 straight lines and a straight and 2 broken, which is 3 broken, sorry. 3 straight lines and 3 broken lines. That number 12 is coming up again that we get in the tarot. So then it changes the situation now. 2 straight lines and a broken one, the sun, which has been mentioned in the runes. And then a broken and 2, a straight and 2 broken, sorry. My mind is working overtime. Yep, 53, which for those, some of you don't know, is my house number. So, very interesting. So we read the number 12. Oh dear, there is some disharmony. So if we take this with the rune read, possibly it's with children or grandchildren. Not necessarily so though. This hexagram is the exact opposite of the preceding one, the number 11. Here, heaven stands above earth, so heaven drifts upwards while earth sinks downwards, signifying an ever-increasing gap between the two. So heaven don't seem to be happy with us, do they? The hexagram seems to represent a grand arch, but you can see the inherent weakness that lies in the lower half, which threatens to bring the whole structure down. The situation has come to a standstill, a stagnation. There is no way forward, and everything is lined up against you. No matter what you try, you are confined by lack of understanding, ignorance, and rejection. It is as if all the forces of the universe are lined up against you, determined to make your life a misery. Somebody's feeling sorry for themselves, aren't they? The only thing to do is to keep your counsel and hopefully ride out this storm with your own integrity left intact. So just you do you, and don't start getting yourself all let up about other people's issues and problems. Involving yourself in machinations of others will only bring trouble and harm your reputation. So don't get involved, not your monkeys, not your circus. Those two lines are changing. We've got the 6 in the 4th place. It's a changing line. It doesn't mention it. We've got the 9 in the 3rd place. So actually, again, I've forgotten the main rule. 6 at the bottom. So that's the bottom. They do everything back to front, Chinese. So the 6 is in the 3rd place. You are obliged to admit your own role in the present decayed situation. So it's partly your fault. Through accepting some of the blame, you may be able to improve these circumstances. But if you keep blaming others, you'll get nowhere. But now you have the chance to change your state of affairs in a radical way. But only if your motives are honest, and they've been saying this to us for weeks, haven't they? If you are doing things with a good heart and not intentionally hurting anyone, doesn't mean that you won't hurt anyone, but that you didn't intend to, then you'll be all right. If you take the lead but are unprincipled, your fortunes will go back into decline. So these people that are trying to force us into situations that are against the good will suffer. Because this is a developing situation, and I told you it's changing lines. So development. The image here is of a tree growing on a rocky mountainside, and we had the mountains in the rune read. So we have mountains to climb. This is not easy for the tree and can only be achieved slowly and gently. Once the tree has its roots though, it will grow steadily until it becomes a landmark that can be seen from a great distance. So something will be achieved that's worthwhile. The same applies to the situation in which you find yourself. Whatever your particular problem may be, the only way to approach it is carefully and thoroughly. In relationships, this is not the moment to let passion rule, but rather to let things unfold over a period of time. This will create the basis for endurance. In business or career matters, it is by edging forward gently that you will achieve the most, even if it seems at times as if you're getting nowhere. You have to have faith in yourself and the long-term effects of your actions. You can achieve great success, but if you have to learn to be polite and patient, not demanding. So again, we read there's changing lines, but they have no relevance in that situation. So, slow and steady wins the race. If you think you're getting nowhere and you're feeling down, know that that's not true and that you've just got to keep going. Spirit have got ya. Thanks for listening. Bye.